It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 13th of June. I'm Michael Groff. After record-setting temperatures the last 3 consecutive days, we will see a bit of a reprieve from the heat today and tomorrow, but then temps start to warm up again for the latter half of the week. Along with that, though, the forecast starts to turn decidedly more interesting by late this week and this weekend. Moisture on the increase for the chance of showers and thunderstorms across much of the state, and that includes here in Phoenix. Not exactly the traditional monsoon setup, but hey, we'll take the rain however we can get it. All right, so let's get into it here. Taking a look at the almanac from yesterday, a record-breaking 113 degrees was the afternoon high, eclipsing the old record of 112 set all the way back in 2019. The morning low temperature, 87, that was also a record warm low for the date. The normal high, 104, the normal low, 78. And as we take a look outside right now at 9:50 a.m., sunny sky across the area. We're already at 100 degrees at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. The dew point's at 27, so it's very dry. Relative humidity, 7%. Wind from the southwest at 12 miles per hour, and the barometer, 29.75 inches and steady. The overall weather pattern across the country is undergoing a change right now, with a big trough out here across the west and some pretty cool air well to the north of Arizona. And that is unfortunately where all of the moisture and dynamic support happens to be as well. However, this trough has helped to knock down our ridge, bring the upper heights down, so temperatures will be quite a bit lower today and tomorrow. Unfortunately as well, that's going to be accompanied by breezy to windy conditions. We don't want to hear that because that makes the already bad wildfire situation here across the Four Corners even worse. The watch warning map, you see those red flag warnings across much of the greater Southwest. But further to the north, how about that? Winter weather advisories, even a few winter storm warnings over parts of Montana. There are snowflakes flying up there. How about that? Mid-June, and we've got snow coming down across parts of northern and northwest Montana, and some pretty cool air across much of the Pacific Northwest. On the other side, we've got a big ridge over the eastern part of the country, and you can see all those heat advisories and excessive heat warnings extending as far north as Minneapolis, St. Paul, Milwaukee, and Chicago. Some of those places by tomorrow could see afternoon high temperatures in the upper 90s to near 100 degrees, and heat index values could be up to as high as 110 in some spots. The convective outlook for today, with that trough moving eastward, yes, the risk of severe storms across the Dakotas and Minnesota. That enhanced risk for severe storms, level 3 out of 5 for Chicago, Fort Wayne, Muskegon, Michigan, to as far south and east as Toledo, Ohio. And you can see parts of far southeast Arizona in the green, so we could see some isolated thunderstorms down there as our trough continues to move to the east. All right, here's a look at the tropics, and we've got a couple of areas of concern here, a couple of waves off the Mexican coast, and it is possible that those could develop into tropical systems. We're going to have to watch the progress of that. With another deep trough or upper low setting up along the west coast later this week, some of that moisture could get drawn northward here into the southwest states. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Monday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix. How about this? We've got color on the map, anywhere from 1 to 2/10 of an inch. We could see amounts of a half inch or more over the higher terrain of eastern Arizona. Of course, some of these amounts could even be higher than that, with isolated thunderstorms producing some significantly heavier rain in a few spots. So we'll get into this weather pattern in more detail, find out what's going on right now. To do that, we'll look at the models. Here we go. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run. This is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Big cool upper trough to the north of us across the Pacific Northwest, moving into the Rockies. On the southern periphery of that for us, slightly lower temperatures today. And so down at the surface, what it means for us in Phoenix, sunny, breezy, not as warm. High temperatures this afternoon, somewhere between 104 and 108. Southwest winds increasing to 10 to 20 miles per hour. Could see gusts as high as 35 here in Phoenix. Could see some wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour across northern Arizona. And of course, you have to watch out for patchy blowing dust, especially out over the open deserts and those high desert areas and along the Northwest Plateau as well. Then by tonight, the sky is clear. Still some breezy conditions at times, but lows will be a little bit cooler. Lows mostly in the 70s to low 80s or so. And then tomorrow, sunny, a little bit of a light breeze in the afternoon. High temperatures still around 103 to 107. All right, now as we go to Wednesday, we're going to see that trough begin to lift out. A ridge is building across the Central Plains states, so temperatures are going to start to warm back up. I'd say highs getting back up to around 104 to 108, maybe 109 here in Phoenix. And by Thursday, here comes the real heat with that ridge expanding into the southwest and high temperatures anywhere from 110 to 114. So a big push of heat. But the flow aloft is starting to turn back out of the south and southeast in response to not only that big ridge building, but a trough and an upper low developing along the west coast. So an isolated shower or thunderstorm is certainly possible over the southeastern portion of the state or the east central mountains by Thursday afternoon. And by Friday, that moisture continues to funnel northward here across the state, and we're going to even introduce a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms into the forecast for Friday. More likely, we will see the chance of storms in the afternoon or evening hours, but they could occur throughout the day. Now, even if we see rain, it would probably be on the light side as the lower atmosphere still is going to be pretty dry. It's going to take some time for that moisture to really work its way down to the surface. But that should also help to lower temperatures with an increase in clouds and humidity. High temperatures should fall back several degrees by Friday. Saturday, okay, we've got a great setup here. That trough is sitting to the west and a pretty dynamic upper low. Meanwhile, the big ridge to the east, Arizona squarely under a deep southerly flow. So moisture, maybe even some disturbances moving northward. And this is probably our best opportunity for rain that we've had in quite some time. Right now, I'm putting in a 50% chance of seeing showers or thunderstorms in here for Saturday throughout the day. And a few of those storms might even get on the strong side with that added dynamic support to the west of us. So we could see some locally heavy rain and strong gusty winds with the strongest storms. And high temperatures even lower, maybe only staying in the upper 90s to around 102. And again, the chance of some locally heavy storms in some spots. Now by Sunday, that trough and upper low is going to start to move to the northeast. More of a southwesterly flow will start to develop. Still, there might be an isolated shower storm here in the south central deserts, better chances of storms over the eastern mountains and across the southeastern part of the state. But temperatures should remain a bit lower, highs upper 90s to around 103. All right, here's a week from today. This is Monday the 20th. Got a trough to the north of us that's continuing to lift out. We are kind of under a southwesterly flow. Still, there could be some lingering moisture around for an isolated storm or two over the southeastern portion of the state. Then as we take a look out 10 days, this is Wednesday the 22nd. That big ridge across the southern tier of the United States is expanding back toward the greater southwest. And once again, the flow aloft turning back out of the south and southeast. Moisture could be coming back in. A bit more of a traditional monsoon setup here for at least isolated afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms, maybe getting back into the south central deserts, more of a widely scattered shower and storm event over the east central mountains and southeast part of the state. So we may be back into at least a very low grade monsoonal type of forecast by the middle part of next week. Very interesting. And temperatures would warm back up with that expanding ridge. All right, now as we take a look at rainfall for Phoenix, this is going out through the 27th of June, coming off of the GFS ensemble. You've got 31 members here, and 30 of them are indicating some degree of measurable precipitation, ranging anywhere from just a few hundredths of an inch all the way up to 2.5 inches, so quite a bit of model spread here. The ensemble mean is between about 0.4 of an inch to 0.5 inch. So yes, we could see some appreciable rain finally here, maybe as early as late this week or this weekend. All right, and temperatures off the national blend of models a bit lower today and tomorrow. There's that 114 on Thursday, and then highs will gradually trend down once again by this weekend, and they could even be lower than what's shown here, especially if we do get some more significant moisture and rain chances in the mix. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video due back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. And music fans, check it out. It's my streaming station available 24/7, 365. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music. Have a lot of fun while doing that. It is myself and the one and only Michelle involved in the programming and operation of that station. So yes, do check it out. I leave a link to it in the description. All right, thank you so much for watching. All of your continued support, it is greatly appreciated. You guys be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there, and have yourselves a glorious Monday.